What's up mga kaguro at mga mag-aaral? Ako muli ang inyong online teacher, Sir Franco, para sa panibagong aralin na naman sa Life and Career Skills. Nasa Lesson 4 na tayo ngayon ng Life and Career Skills. Ngayon ay pag-uusapan natin ang isang napakahalagang paksa, interpersonal effectiveness and communication in daily life. Ito ang kakayahan nating makipag-ugnayan at makipagkapwa ng malinaw, magalang at may respeto. Titingnan natin kung paano ito nagagamit sa tahanan, paaralan at komunidad. Kung bago lamang kayo sa aking channel, ako ay gumagawa ng mga maiikling online video tungkol sa mga subjects sa Strengthened Senior High School Program. At kung mapapansin ninyo ay simple lamang ang mga slides na ginagamit ko sapagkat meron lamang akong kakaunting panahon upang mag-edit dahil sa maraming gawain sa paaralan. Sa pagtatapos ng araling ito, inaasahan na malinaw ninyong maiintindihan ang kahulugan ng interpersonal effectiveness, maipaliwanag ang kahalagahan nito, matukoy ang mahalagang verbal at non-verbal communication skills, at maipakita ang tamang paggamit nito sa iba't ibang sitwasyon sa buhay. Where have you seen this? Magsagawa muna tayo ng maikling activity. Describe the event in each picture. What values or behaviors are being shown? Do you experience similar events in your life? Where? Why do you think these behaviors are important? So this picture shows situations in family or in home, in the school, and in the community. Let's have a pre-activity before we start with our discussion. Identify the following scenarios as beneficial or not beneficial interpersonal skills. Then answer the following questions. Which of the following shows good interpersonal skills? Identify the skills. Think about a time when you had a good conversation with a friend, a classmate, or a family member. What were the key components that made the conversation go well? Was there something the other person did or said that helped you feel heard or respected? Why do you think these skills are important in relationships at home, schools, or the community? We're going to discuss interpersonal effectiveness today, or how we may get along with others in various spheres of our lives. This covers the way we communicate, listen, treat others with dignity, and collaborate. Even though you may not be aware of it, you are already using these abilities every day when you assist your neighbors, participate in group projects, or speak with your parents or authorities in the community. Let's start with understanding interpersonal effectiveness. What is interpersonal effectiveness? It is the ability to interact positively and effectively with others. It involves clear communication, empathy, mutual respect, and the ability to maintain relationships while asserting one's own needs and boundaries. Ang interpersonal effectiveness ay ang kakayahan nating makitungo sa kapwa sa positibong paraan. Hindi lamang ito tungkol sa pagsasalita, kundi pati na rin sa pakikinig, pagpapakita ng respeto, at pagbibigay ng empatiya. Mahalaga rin na balanse. Alam nating ipahayag ang ating saloobin habang nirerespeto ang pananaw ng iba. Ano ba ang kahalagahan ng interpersonal effectiveness? Kung marunong tayong makipag-ugnayan ng maayos, mas nagiging matatag ang relasyon natin sa pamilya at mga kaibigan. Mas madali ring mareresolba ang mga alitan at mas napapanday ang tiwala at respeto sa lipunan. Dagdag pa rito, ito ay pundasyon ng pamumuno at pakikilahok sa mga gawain ng komunidad. Filipino values in communication. Ano ba ang mga mahalagang values na inilalagay natin upang maisagawa o isinasagawa natin upang maisakatuparan ang interpersonal effectiveness? Una ay ang pakikipagkapwa-tao. treating others with respect and compassion, and seeing others as fellow human beings. Sunod ay ang paggalang, paggamit ng po, opo at pagmamano. It shows deference, especially to elders and authority figures. Next, pakikisama, maintaining harmony and avoiding conflict in groups, going along with the group. And bayanihan, working together for a common good and or community cooperation. Ang ating mga pagpapahalagang Pilipino ay gabay sa pakikitungo sa iba. Ang pakikipagkapwa-tao ay ang pagkilala sa kapwa bilang tao ring may dignidad. Ang paggalang ay makikita sa paggamit ng po at opo o sa pagmamano. Ang pakikisama ay mahalaga upang maiwasan ang alitan at ang bayanihan naman ay ang sama-samang pagtutulungan para sa ikabubuti ng lahat. What are effective and ineffective behaviors? Narito ang ilang halimbawa. Sa bahay, halimbawa, mas epektibo ang maayos na pakikinig kaysa pagsigaw. Sa paaralan, nakakatulong ang respeto at teamwork kaysa pagbibintang. Sa komunidad naman, mas mainam ang pagtulong kaysa pagrereklamo ng walang ginagawa. Let's proceed to second subtopic, effective communication as a core interpersonal skill. So, verbal communication. Sa verbal communication, mahalagang maging malinaw ang ating sinasabi. Ang paggamit ng po at opo ay halimbawa ng paggalang. Dapat ding iniisip muna natin ang ating sasabihin bago ito bigkasin at palaging nasa magalang at maayos na tono. Sa mga hindi pagkakaunawaan, ang kompromiso at maayos na paghingi ng tulong ang pinakamabisang paraan. Isa-isahin natin ang mga nakalista rito. Speak clearly and appropriately and use honorifics like po, opo, kuya, or ate. Use of language or speak clearly and appropriately depending on the context. We use Filipino honorifics such as po, opo, kuya, ate, ginoo, ginang. Clear messaging. Think before speaking. Use organized thoughts or avoid sarcasm or vague expressions that can be misunderstood. Example, I feel tired and need help with the dishes versus why do I always have to do everything? 3. Mutual respect. Let others finish speaking. Respond thoughtfully. Acknowledge differing opinions without dismissing them. Use polite but assertive tone, such as, I understand your point, but I believe. 4. Negotiation. Suggest compromises. Can we divide the task? As respectfully, pwede mo ba akong tulungan sa project? Next, non-verbal communication. Hindi lang salita ang mahalaga. Malaking bahagi ng komunikasyon ay non-verbal. Nakikita sa ating kilos, ekspresyon ng mukha, at tono ng boses. Halimbawa, ang pagmamano ay tanda ng paggalang. Ang ngiti at tango ay simpleng magbati, at ang taas kilay ay pamilyar na senyales ng pagkilala. First, sensitivity to the needs of others. Smile, maintain calm posture, and show empathy through gestures like tapping shoulder or nodding. Next, sensitivity to others' needs. Sense when someone is upset or uncomfortable and adjust accordingly. Recognizing social cues or pay attention to facial expressions, tone, and body language. Filipino nonverbal gestures such as pagmamano or gesture of respect to elders, ngiti, smile, tango, nod, taas kilay, eyebrow raise as informal greetings. Next, cultural and contextual awareness. Understand that older generations may expect more formality. Know when to switch between formal during meetings and informal tone, especially with friends. Now, let's proceed to the third part of our discussion, application of effective communication in daily Filipino settings at home. Sa bahay, maaari nating i-apply ang maayos na pakikitungo. Pinapakita natin ito sa pakikinig sa magulang at pagpapahayag ng ating pangailangan ng maayos. We can use respectful language with parents. For example, "Ma, pwede po ba akong lumabas?" Express concerns calmly. Halimbawa, "Nahihirapan po ako sa dami ng gawaing bahay." Solve sibling issues by listening and compromising. At school, sa paaralan, nakikita ito sa respeto sa guro at maayos na pakikipagtrabaho sa mga kagrupo. Join discussions by raising hands and waiting for your turn. Listen and contribute to group work constructively. And approach teachers respectfully. For example, "Sir, may I clarify something about the lesson?" In the community, sa komunidad, malinaw ito sa pakikilahok sa mga gawain gaya ng cleanup drives at magalang na pakikipag-usap sa mga opisyal. Talk to barangay officials respectfully. "Kap, maaari po ba kaming humingi ng tulong?" Collaborate in cleanups, tree planting, or youth events, and address issues like noise or disputes with diplomacy. Now, para sa mga teachers na nanonood, pwede niyong isagawa ang pause activity na ito. Itanong ang mga sumusunod: what makes a conversation respectful in your family? Have you ever seen a conflict at school that was solved by talking properly? What do we need to consider before giving feedback to others? How can effective communication foster understanding and peace at home, school, and community? And what role does effective communication play in promoting understanding and peace at home, in school, and in the community? Let's summarize what we have discussed in this discussion video. Upang buuin ang interpersonal effectiveness ay kakayahan nating makitungo sa kapwa ng maayos at magalang. Malalim ang ugat nito sa ating pagpapahalagang Pilipino at sa pang-araw-araw na buhay. Ito ang susi sa matibay na relasyon, pagkakaisa, at pamumuno. Let's answer the following questions. Number 1. What best describes interpersonal effectiveness? Letter B. The ability to interact positively and respectfully with others. 2. Which of the following shows respectful verbal communication? Letter B. Asking politely for help. "Can you please help me po?" Number 3. Which action is an example of non-verbal communication in Filipino culture? A. Pagmamano or gesture of respect to elders. 4. Which shows an effective interpersonal behavior at school? C. Interrupting classmates and blaming others. Last, why is interpersonal effectiveness important in daily life? B. It strengthens relationships, teamwork, and trust in society. And dyan nagtatapos ang ating discussion video tungkol sa interpersonal effectiveness. Sana ay natuto kayo sa aking maikling discussion video. Maraming salamat ulit sa development team ng Lesson Exemplar kung saan ibinase ang ilang bahagi ng discussion video na ito. Once again, ako ang inyong online teacher, Sir Franco. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood.